Turn me around. Keep pressing on, 'cause my soul is heavy now.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Rundown. If you're depressed watching your favorite sports team on the football field, but you just can't stop buying their gear, then congratulations. You might be a Raiders fan. But listen, man, don't trip. I got the perfect thing for you, man. Here at the Rundown, we have partnered with Fanatics to bring the nation some of the freshest Raider gear that you can get your hands on. I'm talking jerseys, I'm talking hats, and you know it's starting to get chilly out here, so it's best to grab you some drip for the frosty season while you're at it as well. So tap the link in the description down below, get you some fresh gear, man. Support the channel at the same time. It's a dub for you, dub for me, even though we're not getting that many dubs on the field at the moment, man. So remember, man, tap the link down below in the description to get you some fresh Raiders gear from Fanatics. Now let's get back to the show. Your boy is muted, and I'm here now. Look, we're here now. I'm muted like a motherfucker. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Look, hey, I got a new setup going on. All right, I'm everything out. I'm moving everything around out here, man. I'm trying to figure out the new setup. All right, as you can see, I got a lush background right here. You know what I'm saying? So we getting things together. But either way it goes, man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. You are here for another episode of the Raider Rundown, man. It's about to be a spicy show, bro. About to be a spicy show because at the end of the day, we got some things to talk about when it comes to the Raiders head coach search, when it comes to the news surrounding the team, man. Right now, we're going in a direction where, look, I'm not going to say I'm pissed at what the Raiders are doing, but I can say, like, I am nervous. I'm nervous, all right, because it's a lot of smoke in the air right now, and where there's smoke, there is fire, and as we come to know, man. So y'all already know what time it is. You're here for another Rundown show. Make sure you guys are tapping on that like button, on that subscribe button, man. You're helping your guy out. Appreciate everybody that's here. Look, we're getting a lot of subscribers in the goddamn in the off season so far, so we already on our way to 4K. You feel what I'm saying? We going strong so far, man. We on the way to 4K. If we can hit that before the next season starts, now we really working. All right, we really working. Now, excuse me if you hear my co-host in the background. He over there making his beats. All right, my boy over here making his beats, and he's over here listening to his music. So if you hear my honorary co-host back here, just know he doing his own thing. All right, but before we get everything cracking, before we get everything started, man, you know we got to start this Rundown show off with the number one thing, man, number one segment, which is Hit it with the roll call, man. Shout out to all my peoples that's in the building, man. My boy Mike, what's going on with you, big dog? Appreciate you for being here as always. My Blunts and Breakdowns co-host, man. Appreciate you. Neek in the building, man. What's going on? Dominique 5, man. Salute, salute. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. AZ in the building. What's going on, AZ? How you feeling? How you feeling? Salute, man. Who else we got in here? Excuse me. Who else we got in here? Good? Good? Yeah, you straight? Who else we got in here, man? Let's see what else we got, Big Bub, man. We got Trey B, man, in the building, man. What's going on? Salute to you, big dog. Chewy, man. What's going on, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate my dog tapping in. Man, I don't want to pronounce this wrong, but it's the first time I'm seeing it, so I'm gonna try to pronounce it. If I pronounce it wrong, just let me know, and I can go ahead and correct it. But C-Ron, what's going on with you, man? Go ahead and get Webb. Time waits for no man. Kubiak ain't available. I like Webb. Now, we don't fully know if Kubiak is not available, but at the end of the day, like, it's looking nasty, man. What's going on, man? Kill again, man. What's happening, man? What's happening with you, big dog? What's the deal, man? Ja in the building. Davis Webb is kind of selling me. I saw a report Zach Taylor never called plays in LA with Sean McVay. He was hired, then took Bengals to Super Bowl in his third season. We'll see what happens. See, the only thing about that is, like, the example with Zach Taylor ain't all that good to me because Zach Taylor ain't all that good of a coach to me, right? So that's not that great of an example for me. But, hey, you know, we hope that we are the outlier. We're the difference, right? We're the fucking difference. My boy Ja Raiders also sent another schedule for Kubiak interview February 2nd. Now, if that's the case, that make me feel a little better. I could breathe a little easier, right? Man, my boy Dre in the building, man. What's going on, big dog? Hey, we good. I'm gonna accept this. Accept this. All right. You think I'm over here? I'm gonna stop playing with you, Dre. All right, I'm gonna stop playing with you. I know you snowed in over there. All right, so I might go ahead and let you breathe today. But today, bro, I'm gonna let you breathe. What's going on, man? DJ in the building, man. I'm over here struggling. I'm over here, motherfucking. What's going on, man? You good? My boy looking at me like I done stole his lunch money right now, which is crazy to me. Relax, man. What's going on? You mad because you tired? Just go to sleep. Don't be mad. Look, hey, if you have kids, bro, I'm in the kid phase where, like, he's mad that he's tired. It's like, why are you mad at me that you're sleepy? That makes no fucking sense, bro. What am I supposed to do about that? All you can do is close your eyes, bro. The man is mad at me because he's tired. It just makes no sense to me. What's going on, man? Man, I got my boy DJ in the building, but salute to my family, man. What's going on? Robert in the building. Who you think going to be the better head coach? If we're talking about between Davis Webb and we're talking about Kubiak, I'm going with Kubiak. I've wanted Kubiak from the start, right? That has been my number one guy. I ain't wavered off that since the offseason started. I made the video and said, this is the guy that I think we should be targeting. Now, if he takes himself off the board, then that's a different story. But if you're going to ask me, like, who you taking, who's going to be the better one, Kubiak, 10 out of 10. Now, I'm not going to say 10 out of 10 because, like, we don't know what Webb is, but just because I'm seeing what Kubiak is and I've seen it already, it's no-brainer to me. No-brainer. Raiders going all in on Kubiak, they better. I hope so. The only way, bro, and this is why I love doing the membership. Everybody that is a member that you watch my members only live, right? We talked about it. We talked about Kubiak and the only way that the Raiders can lose out on him. And now it's starting to come out to the forefront. Man. And I hope that is not the case. So he's growing on you based off what someone else did. You talking about Ja. Now, look, there is a video circulating around Davis Webb. We're gonna play that here. Okay, so you guys can get a sense of kind of what everybody's talking about. Now, look, when I hear the video, it sounds good. Right, it sounds good, but I'm not even gonna say nothing because I want y'all to have your own opinions. You have your own formed opinions, bro, and then we'll discuss after. I don't even want to say nothing to alter nobody's opinions, bro. Alec, you already know, bro. Road to 4K. We did a jersey giveaway on the first one. I don't know what we're gonna do on this one. I don't know. Now, look, if there's a brand out there or some that's willing to sponsor your boy in the show, we can do it even bigger and better, 100%. We can make that happen, but we are going to figure out how we can still do it on the honest budget. My boy Silver and Facts, man. Hey, rundown. You got the bullshit meter I'm looking for. There's plenty to go around, but hey, if Webb is already in the building, I think that could be something. A bird in the hand might come into play. The bullshit meter. Nah, look, bro, like it's like I don't want it to be Webb, right? I don't want it to be Webb, but we're going to talk about a lot of things that I've heard that either that have been told to me or some other motherfuckers that you've seen across social media, maybe other Raider content creators you guys respect and watch that are saying some of the same shit. And it's like the tea leaves, bro. And it is, I don't want it to happen, but the tea leaves are here, bro. What's going on, man? Man, be easy in the building, man. What's the deal with you, bro? Salute to you. Troy, man, what's up with you, bro? Appreciate you for tapping in. Edgar, I don't mind Webb. No, we're gonna keep talking about it, man. Zay in the building, man. What's going on, man? I was hoping Seahawks lost yesterday, just for this reason. I got a feeling if we wait for bro, he gonna do some Ben Johnson shit, leave us high and dry. Now that would be the worst thing in the world. If we wait for Buddy and he chooses to go back and Davis Webb takes another job, we are fucked. Frank in the building, man. We need to wait for Kubiak. I prefer to go with what we see than what we hear. And I see Kubiak. Looks amazing, man. 100, hey, bro, 100%. I'm trying to get this man to count them sheep. He don't want to. He's starting to understand. When the lights come on and the computers start flicking on, he know what time it is, bro. So he's starting to be in tune. So I got to figure something out. My boy, man, JX in the building. What's the deal with you, bro? Coach, what's going on? If Clint doesn't get the job, it's probably because he wants too much power. Well, I mean, from what it's being heard, it's being reported like they want a coach that is going to collaborate with the front office, which, I mean, hey, that's not stupid to say. That's definitely what we want them to do. But at the same time, it's like, you know, we don't know how much power a man has. I personally feel like it's more of a we got to collaborate type of thing. Now, if it is that, then by all means, they have cause for pause because we done been in that dynamic too many situations where the coach wants all this power, right? Wants all the power over the draft picks, free agent signings. And then now we looking around when the shit don't work. Nobody wants to take the blame. Everybody pointing fingers around, but nobody taking blame. Like, so I don't know. If that's the case, maybe, man. Maybe. Freddie in the building, man. What's going on? Salute to my dog. So look, man, I got some there's a video circulating, and we'll go ahead and play that. But there's a video circulating of Davis Webb, how he talks, how he speaks. We'll listen to the whole thing, of course, right? It is the rundown, so we're going to go ahead and run it all down. Listen to the whole thing. I want you guys to make your assessments. All right, we make our assessments, and then we fuck around. We'll come together, and we'll see what we look like and see what we like. But so far, let's talk about the search as a whole, right? The search as a whole. So today, very juicy news across the front desk today and this morning, right? In that a Raiders owner is flying in to Las Vegas today to sit in with the Davis Webb meeting. Okay, to sit in with the Davis Webb meeting. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that means the man's going to get hired. That's not where I'm at. I'm just telling y'all what the deal is, right? He is looking to get a owner, not owner, but he's looking to get an owner to fly in, right, and sit in on this second interview with Davis Webb. Okay, now this is the thing. Does that mean he's immediately going to get hired? No, right? It could be a just run of the mill, bro. It's the second interview. You feel what I'm saying? So because it is the second interview, we want all ears present, right? We want all ears present, and we want everybody to hear this man plan. Then when he walks out the room, we all going to talk to each other. We're going to whisper, and then see if we like it, right? Now, it was said that Davis Webb was really, really up for consideration for that Bills job. But the fact that, this is the thing, he had that Bills job over Zoom today, right? He had the Bills job over Zoom. Only reason he had that over Zoom is because this is his first meeting with Buffalo. All right. Buffalo has not met with him already. So they have to do that virtual one, and then they could do the in-person. Okay, so if that interview went really well, then Buffalo could choose to speed up that timeline because we brought him in, right? And say, hey, man, we're going to offer you the second one. Come back for the second interview, blah, blah, blah. We'll see what happens there, right? So just letting you know what's going down, right? Keeping y'all updated on the coaching search. Now, the owner flies in. What does this mean? Okay, who knows? We know that the meeting is today. So there's a number of things that could be happening right now, all right? And this is why I wanted to go live, because we got to prepare ourselves. Now, somebody can come up here. Let me read the comments. We got to prepare ourselves. By tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Also, Joe Brady had a second interview today, too, but I don't give credence to the Joe Brady thing. Like, yes, he had the second interview, but I don't think he's like a prime candidate like Davis Webb or like Clint Kubiak is. Now, but this is the reason we talking about, man, appreciate it, Laker, man. We trying. But this is the reason we talking about Webb so heavy, right? Brian Daboll is reported to be having an interview today with the Raiders as well. Okay. Now, some people can panic when they hear the Daboll thing and like, why the fuck would you hire him as head coach? Remember, earlier on in the week, Jordan Schultz, we watched it here. If you want to go back to, I believe it was a couple of days ago, one of my solo shows, go back, watch that. We watched it here. Jordan Schultz reported that if Davis Webb was to be hired as a head coach, then boom, he would have somebody like Brian Daboll be a name to consider as his offensive coordinator. Which, hey, to me, I'm not mad at that, right? There's other names as well as far as his DC, but the fact that Brian Daboll's going in, he flying in, I got to see if he's flying into Vegas, but I know he's having an interview today, right? Which is his second one. Shit can start moving quick. Man, because now you're talking about the head coach and his potential OC both making their way, right, with another owner of the team sitting there. Now, I was sitting there this morning praying that Buffalo hired Davis Webb. Took it out of our hands. But right now, it's looking real fishy. And everything's starting to move a little quick. So I don't know, man. Chewy, yep. Joe Brady had a second interview today, 100%. I just, I don't know. I don't know if I like Joe Brady all that much. Personally, I don't. I was hoping they didn't hire him. Which owner other than Mark, who lives in LV, would take the time to do that? Does it rhyme with from Grady? No, actually, it's actually not. It's somebody else. And it was just reported right now, but it's part of the brass. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a dude part of the brass. It's not Tom Brady or nothing like that. It's that ownership fucking committee type shit. You got to remember, it's not just Mark and Tom still. You feel what I'm saying? There's still other dudes involved. And it's one of them other dudes. If Buffalo doesn't think Joe Brady is worthy of their head coach job with his familiarity with Josh Allen, then why the hell would we want him? Pass on that. Yep, 100%. First of all, I just don't like Joe Brady and his offense, period. I'm just not a Joe Brady offensive fan. Pass game wise. Run game, yes, I like his run game. But pass game, bro, feels like a lot of that is reliant upon Josh Allen to do superhuman shit. And it's like, we ain't got that type of talent here, bro. We ain't got that type of talent. We just don't. Let me see. I am cool not getting McDaniel as our head coach. Yes. Also, McDaniel went to the Chargers officially, right? McDaniels is with the Chargers officially, so that's off the board. But that's another domino that we have to think about, right? Because McDaniel was holding out for a head coaching gig. He didn't really care about an offensive coordinator if it wasn't part of the Chargers, right? So he was holding out for that head coaching gig, and he immediately snatched up that job that was waiting for him with Harbaugh. So very interesting how he snatched that up, and now we're, things is moving quickly over here with Webb. It's scaring me, bro. Webb is a done deal. We're looking for OC candidates at this point. We might, bro, and you might see me come back out on this motherfucker and we might have to go ahead and talk about Davis Webb being our head coach. What does this mean? Now, I will say this, right? If from the candidates that we have, it's the number one pick is definitely looking like we know who it might be. I mean, it was a little shaky. You could say what they would do with the number one pick, but if they get a guy like Davis Webb or they get Clint Kubiak, then it kind of tells you kind of what their positioning might be with that number one overall pick. But Josh says, I like Webb with Daboll. Yeah, with Daboll for sure. But I don't know. And I see this information. Webb should be an OC, not the head coach. Yes, but it depends on the timeline. You know what I mean? Depends on the timeline, because if Webb, if everybody knows that Webb is going to be a hot candidate, then you just hopping on that. And you would think that with this move that the organization, Spytech, Brady, everybody is saying we're going to go through these ups and downs with you. Remember, like, now again, I don't like comparing Webb to McVay because McVay was an OC when he got hired, right? But he was 30, and there's a lot of ups and downs with McVay that the Rams had to endure, bro. I mean, you look up, shit, he said he was 40 the other day. I was like, what the fuck? It's been 10 years? It's been 10. McVay has been coaching for 10 years already. Rich is really wild. It don't even seem like it. It don't even seem like McVay has been coaching for that goddamn long. But yeah, here we are, right? And then you can look, and McVay can, I mean, we still got a whole nother, maybe, I mean, if you want, 20 years. That's a whole nother 20 years of coaching that McVay can display on top of that, right? Because then he can go until he's 60. That's a good ass resume. With 60 years old, there's nothing else you got to do. Hold on. Give me a second. This man. My bad. I had to get into dad mode. But yeah, no. We if we go ahead and we hire Webb, it's us trying to get on top of it, I guess, instead of having him go through the ranks again, and then all of a sudden we look up and he's a hot candidate. Now he's one of the best head coaches. I guess they're just willing to say they're willing to go through the lumps, which is mighty fucking funny, which out 2 years ago we had a rookie head coach and they weren't willing to go through them lumps. But hey, we willing to do it now. Willing to do it now, huh? That's all it is, bro. If Webb gets Raheem Morris, I'm in. I'm not mad. We willing to do it now, though, Chewy. They willing to say, hey, bro, if I guess this is just the right one, huh? Certain guys you don't have the patience for. But for Webb, looks like they got the patience. You know what I mean? They got the patience. Hold on, bro. You second. I see. Oh, yeah, I see. There you go. All right. So, yeah, Clay withdrew his name. For everybody that's asking, like saying Kubiak withdrew his name, his brother withdrew his name. Clint, who is the OC of the Seahawks, is still under major consideration. Now, look, come on. Y'all know what it is, bro. We have to go through some tea leaves, bro, and get to looking at what we got going on. I appreciate everybody that's here. If you new, hit the like button at the very least, man. It helps me, man. Appreciate that. But if you really feeling what you're hearing, right, hit the subscribe button, bro. Hit the subscribe button if you want to join the family and help us get to that 4K. So real quick, let's start it off like this, all right? Let's start off like this. There's multiple sources that we can look at. I made multiple shorts already, but I guess this right here is a Las Vegas reporter for News 3 LV, right? For News 3 LV. Alexa Belcastro, I believe is her name, and she's sharing just important updates on what's going on within the Raiders organization and just who's who. But the Raiders coaching search is narrowing. Brian Daboll and Davis Webb are all interviewing today, right? All interviewing today, with Clint Kubiak's name still in the mix. See, that right there makes me happy to hear that. Sources also say Raiders minority Mike Medlum flew into Vegas today. Momentum toward a decision. Bro, I told you, all we got to do is go down to whoever in the Vegas area, bro, do your boy run down a favor. All right. If you in the Vegas area, please go down to the local Walmart and buy that goddamn Geno jersey for my boy Dre, man, so he can stop tripping off me, man. All right. Somebody go down to the local goddamn swap meet or the Piggly Wiggly or whatever the hell y'all got around there, man. And buy the Geno jersey for my boy. Should be nothing but $5-10. Shouldn't be nothing like that. Shouldn't be nothing crazy. But let me know. And let me know how I can get it to you. But the Raiders coaching search is narrowing. And as y'all can see, they naming Brian Daboll and Davis Webb. Okay, now look. Again, we know Davis Webb is there. We know Davis Webb is there in Vegas. If Brian Daboll is in Vegas, that's the information that I do not know, right? If Brian Daboll is in Vegas at the same time, might as well count our chickens, bro. We might as well count the chickens, because at that point, the shit just, everything's aligning. Everything is aligning, right? OC's there, Davis Webb is there, maybe, and then they could work some numbers out all at the same time. Things are aligning, right? Personally, again, I'm just giving y'all news. Don't come up in this motherfucker talking about, oh, rundown, what the fuck are you saying? And because I have very well documented that I want Clint Kubiak as the head coach. Very well documented. This shit is not no speculation. I just said it multiple times. So if you are new coming in here, right, and you like, oh, what is he talking about? We just sharing news, bro. We share news. I see how y'all be doing sometimes on these other content creator shit. Not gonna go down here like that. We are not gonna do that around here. Doesn't matter who their coach is, they're going to finish last. Look here, WQ. You just worry about getting that fucking dirt ring from around your tub. All right? How about that? You worry about doing that, and we'll worry about our goddamn head coaching search. All right? Until then, until them things is vanquished, it is what it is. My boy, man, Kubiak loves Gino. Hope not. Hope not. Shit, I don't know about that because there was a decision to ship Gino up out of there, man. There is a shit. Hey, I might take back a little bit what I said. Maybe. Nah. Keep it. What I said stands. McDaniel is an OC, not a leader, head coach. Not a fan of McDaniel and his no fucks given attitude in Miami. Yeah, bro. Again, I know some people wanted that. As far as McDaniel, look, my boy Farrell. Shout out to my boy Farrell, man. Does the 50-50 show with my dog Severe. They want, Farrell wanted McDaniel, but I just can't get over the toughness aspect of it, right? If your team lacks toughness, that's on the head coach, bro. Like, that's not on that's the head coach and his philosophy and his teaching. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't really like that. I don't really like that. I hope so, WQ. I hope so. I said it severe. My boy LS in the building. What's going on? I said it severe back on the 12th of January that it's going to be Davis Webb. I still hope not, bro. I still hope not. I still want it to be Kubiak. Josh says, you know why we not waiting on Kubiak to report Mark Davis is impatient. Once things done, yet again, lock up Mark Davis in the restroom. Let Spot take Brady do their thing. What does it fucking matter anyway if we wait 2 more weeks? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that would be stupid. If we're just doing that because we're like, oh, we don't want to wait, that's dumb, right? That's fucking stupid because what's 2 more weeks? It is what it is, bro. If you know the plan and you know what he wants. Let me see, man. So look, that's, you got Mike Medlem flying in today. Things can start moving. Personally, again, I don't want him to move like that, but we'll see. We will see. Now let's continue on, man. Let's continue on for what we got. Hold on, this whole time, it's crazy. The whole time, I didn't think I had this on. But yeah, man, let's continue on what we got, man. Let's see what else. So, looking in, all right, we got some more posts that we can definitely look at. Again, if they choose Davis Webb, okay, I get it. We all want a young, innovative guy, but I see this right here. My boy, man. Shout out Tanner Jack in the building, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Bam. Appreciate you for tapping in. But yes, this is true. Kubiak has never been a head coach as well. But at the same time, we are literally seeing an offense of his design lead a team to the Super Bowl. It's his design. Mike McDonald is not sitting over there scheming shit up on offense. He's not. So we know it's Kubiak. So for me, it's like, yeah, we can like your boy Webb working with a quarterback all we want. Right. But at the same time, I'm seeing my boy Kubiak put the quarterback in good positions, not only 1 stop, but 2 stops. Because when Derek Carr was with the Saints, he was doing that for him before Derek Carr shit the bed and got hurt. So there's that, right? So I don't know. Let's look at some more. Let me see what else we got. And the way he got Sam Darnold playing, I'm with that, bro. The way he got Sam Darnold playing, I'm with that. Now, real quick, we're gonna watch this clip of Adam Schefter. We're gonna watch this clip of Adam Schefter, and he's gonna detail exactly what's going on with the head coaching search. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. Before we play this clip, I will be real. A lot of the national media don't really know what the Raiders are doing. Not fully, right? I don't think they fully know what they're doing. Everything's been all over the place. I haven't seen not one credible source that has anything what we're doing. Now, honest with you, it doesn't help that the Raiders lost like every fucking beat reporter they had in one offseason, right? So we're literally not getting no news from a beat reporter, which is why you should go ahead and subscribe to the Rundown. You already know. But either way, bro, like, we're not gonna get that type of news from people that are in there, right? Because we ain't got no fucking beat reporters. Everybody fucking left. So nobody really knows what we're doing. But at the end of the day, when you listen to guys like this, Schefter has always been, at the forefront of certain news. So when you listen to guys like this, you take it and you hear the information for what it is. So let's see exactly what Schefter's talking about. If it's credible, if it's not even credible, but just see what the news is.
Schefter,
happy Super Bowl season.
Happy Super Bowl season to you. What does this mean? Obviously, McCarthy gets the Steelers job. We got some jobs going around. Arthur Smith goes back to Ohio State. You got some OCs getting filled. What does Super Bowl season for you entail, as we only have one game left of this magical NFL season?
Well, Pat, we got one game and 4 head coach openings. So there's more of an emphasis on the 4 head coach openings right now than the one game that's 13 days away. And obviously it's the biggest game of the year, and there'll be plenty of time to that. But I would think that we would have all these head coaching jobs filled this week, probably sooner rather than later. I wouldn't be surprised if by Wednesday there are no openings left at this point in time.
Okay, so that's every
Wednesday,
4 jobs. Is there one domino piece that kind of sets it all off, or all of these acting individually?
No, I think the candidates on the Raiders and the Bills radar are pretty similar. We have essentially the Bills feel like they're going to go offense. They feel like they're going to go offense. And it feels like Davis Webb, Brian Daboll, Joe Brady, Grant Udinski. That's what it feels like to me in Buffalo right now. The Raiders, it looks like it could be Davis Webb.
Oh, shit.
Joe Brady's there today. Brian Daboll, like the same names in both places. Now, I would think that obviously Josh Allen's going to be more of a drawing card than the Raiders situation. But if you love Fernando Mendoza, then go take the Raiders job and spend the next decade with him. Like, that's certainly viable.
100%. So there you go. There you go, people. That is Adam Schefter, right? That's Adam Schefter detailing the Raiders head coaching search. As you can see, the Bills have the same type of thing going on. Now, I might be wrong. But I'm gonna just make an educated guess from where I think things are. When it comes to the Bills situation, bro, I think they're a little different in saying that they would put Daboll as head coach and Webb as OC. They can do that a little bit more because Josh Allen and is over there and he maybe has a little more power. But for us, I think it has to be the other way around. And Webb has to be the head coach and Daboll has to be the OC. You can get away with that other shit over there in Buffalo because Daboll's been there already and all the extra. You can't get away with that here, probably. Now, interesting that he doesn't say anything about Kubiak, and if he had any inkling that Kubiak would be on the Raiders' radar, I would think that Schefter would say it, right? I don't think Schefter would keep that shit a secret or none of that, right? So there's some of that. Now, Schefter isn't the end-all, be-all because there are some sources that are still reporting that Kubiak is still square in the mix, which hopefully, right, he's still square in the mix. But, it's looking more and more like Davis Webb, especially when I got you. I see you. Especially when, like, you got Brian Daboll coming in as well. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We got a guest coming in and pretty soon, man. We got a guest coming in pretty soon. So we're going to have just another set of eyes, ears on this as well. So make sure you guys tap in. At the same time, bro, before we get our guest in here, before we get to talking about Davis Webb and everything, I wanted to go ahead and put this on your brains now. We're going to be starting a call line pretty soon where y'all can leave voicemails or in whatever case, you feel me? And then we'll be able to play it on screen. So I'm getting all that set up. And when I do get all that set up, that's what I'm saying. Look, you see the beautiful lush shit around me, man. We getting it all right. So once I get that little call line set up, man, we're gonna have some call-ins. We're gonna start doing that, man, because I want to tap in with the nation more. You feel what I'm saying? I want to get y'all posts on shit and not just talk out here. So once I do that, y'all already know what it is, bro. So as I get these videos set up, as I get our guest ready, make sure you guys continue to tap in with me. But I got this video right here that I want to show with y'all. Now, look, it's a lengthy one. It's lengthy. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but maybe a cool 30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe the minute, right? I want y'all to hear how he speaks, right? We're gonna show something of Davis Webb right now, and I want y'all to hear how he speaks. Let me know how y'all feel, right? Again, this is y'all assumptions. We're gonna come up with our assumptions right now, and of course, just how the motherfucker speak ain't the end all be all to be like, oh, he's a great head coach. But you know, it is some of it. Can you picture it? Can you see it? Can you see him talking to the 53 men in the locker room in one of them team meetings? You feel what I'm saying? So let's watch this minute. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we decipher while I get my guest up in here, and then we'll talk about it. So let's see what we got.
One mistake coaches make in this league, which is hilarious, is they handcuff quarterbacks and they try to drill them and mechanically make them something that they couldn't do, or they just got taught and they memorized it and they think that's the only way. So he's had a lot of coaches in his lifetime, and I can relate to that. It's 6 offensive coordinators in 3 years. So him and I have had a lot of conversations in regards of, hey, this is what you've known. This is what I think you're best at. And let's try to have some meaningful conversation here, as opposed to this is rigid, this is loose. Like, let's just communicate, and whatever your best is, that's what we want. Yeah, I think everybody wants to do too much early on. Sean talks about it all the time. If you're a young coach, you want to give too much information, but that kind of goes against what I think. And that's guys they have. So I think just limiting information, making it simple, and allowing them to react and grow their library as they go. Growing up, I wanted to be a coach. I didn't think I'd be good enough to play, to be honest with you. Then I got better and kept playing. So I've always kept everything. I'm a hoarder. My girlfriend hates me for that, whatever. But, I really enjoy information. I really enjoy keeping information that I know I'll use down the road or in meetings today. So I keep everything. I put it in a PDF. COVID really helped me there. The first month and a half, there's nothing to do. And I just scanned every document I had and made it in one file. And now it's able to kind of go back and forth.
So there's that. There's some Davis Webb. There's some Davis Webb for you. Look, that again, we just hearing how he talks, hearing how he speaks, right? And what that looks like. But again, real quick, we got our guest in the building, and we're gonna go ahead and get this down. So I want to go ahead and introduce our guest. Y'all already seen him, man. Y'all know what it is. We're bringing the family to the building, man. My co-host on Blunts and Breakdowns, man. My dog, Mike Gavelli, in the building, man. What's going on, big dog?
Brody? Shit, I'm cooling, bro. I'm enjoying the start of this week, bro. I'm ready to get things kick-started. I keep hearing, like, hey, we should see all these head coaches getting hired real soon. I'm excited, bro, to see where all the dominoes fall in this order.
100%. Now, real quick, I'm gonna text you something real quick, but real quick, how you feel about that Davis Webb interview, man?
The clip that you just played right now,
Yep.
I like it because he mentioned something that it's honestly it's near the same sentiment as what Tom Brady's been saying, where it's like folks say that they care about quarterback development and stuff, but if we're being real, obviously, besides just working with him, it's like there's more to it than just working with the quarterback. You got to build around him too. You got to build around it. You feel me?
Yeah. You definitely got to build around him. Real quick, I want you to give us your thoughts on just the head coaching search as a whole. Real quick, just let us know where you at, right? How you feeling about the Davis Webb news? I'm about to just wheel this man inside real quick. It's gonna be 5 seconds, but just give us your synopsis on how you feel about the Davis Webb news and everything going on so far.
It's definitely interesting, bro. It's definitely interesting because all off season, like I know we've been clamoring for like a Clint Kubiak or one of these top guys, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But for a young candidate, and in a way, this might not be everybody's ideal situation, but I mean, at the end of the day, you still got to take a chance. You got to take a chance on getting a young coach to be able to work with a potential young quarterback. Let's say it be Fernando Mendoza that you end up, in fact, drafting. You need somebody that's going to be able to work with them, and they could learn and grow together in that process. Because sometimes the timetable matters. Now, I was thinking young, like maybe in their maybe late 30s or 40s, but bro's the same age as me, if I'm not mistaken. He's 31 years old as well, which that's kind of it's different for sure. It's definitely a big risk doing something like that because there's a good chance there might be guys in that locker room that might be older than the coach.
Yeah.
So who knows that they're gonna be like, man, fuck you. Like, who are you to tell me like what to do and what not to do and shit, or instruct me? Like,
now when I was thinking about it, right, which is true, and I thought about this shit last night. I was like, damn, because they was talking about Stafford's age, right? And I was like, man, you know, Stafford's 37 and all that. I was like, wait, McVay just turned fucking 40. Like, if you think about it, if they weren't playing ball, like them, they just homies outside of this. Like, I'm only 3 years older than you, bro. Like, we just homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like it is kind of weird. But then you got to think of the dynamic that they have, right? Like when you see them talk to each other, you like, yeah, you could tell like there's a mutual respect. You feel what I'm saying? Or like they're just mutual talking where it's like, I'm not your superior, bro. Like, yeah, I'm your coach. I'm your coach for sure. We're gonna have that dynamic. But when we speak about what we're doing, I understand you are a veteran player. I understand where you're at and your shit. So we can just talk for real.
Yeah, no, facts.
So
bro. That's why it's a real interesting part of it, because it's like really a pick your poison type thing too. Because I know also there's proof that he's never been a coordinator in the NFL. So that's the other part where I'm a little bit skeptical about it, because it's like, okay, well, we wanted a top offensive minded guy because we wanted him to be the play caller. Can we really trust bro to know like what to do or with play calling for that matter, or to bring in the right coordinator for that matter to call the plays like that? Those are all big question marks.
And that's a question mark for me. Now check me out. Remember when Gruden thought he could make Carr run? Yeah, we do. I do remember that. Now look, they're talking about Brian Daboll as his coordinator, right? As coordinator. How do you feel about that?
About the coordinator, I like it. I like Brian Daboll as a coordinator because I know for sure, like he definitely has a history of developing quarterbacks. Like he's worked with Josh Allen. Now I know a lot of people are gonna say he's an elite talent, this and that. What are you talking about? But
when he
came out the draft, he was raw as hell, bro.
Yeah,
he was raw.
Nobody, if you saying that, you did not watch Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming, bro. He was bad. Coming out. He was bad. He was literally Drew Aller, bro. If Drew Aller was coming out last year, that's what it was. He was not he just had the size and the shit like that. Now, at the same time, though, you got to get refined. I'm not gonna say he was that bad, because at the end of the day, Josh Allen still has some traits where I never really believed in Drew Aller, but there was some shit from Josh Allen in Wyoming. You can be like, okay, there it is. But like as far as you having to work with him, he had to be worked with.
Yeah, man. It's all work in progress at the end of the day. Now that's a big part of it where it's like, okay, he may not be calling play calls, but at least he's gonna work with the quarterback. Where there may be some coordinators where it's an offensive minded guy, and he's great at play calling and working with the whole team, but can he work with the quarterback? Can he develop a quarterback? Like those are the
that's a big thing. That's a big thing, because if you can't, then what's the point, right? But let me see something real quick. I'm out because we're talking about Brian Daboll, and I wanted to do this earlier, but Brian Daboll has developed or coached, right? Let's look here. I'm asking the chat, right? The chat is going to chat GPT, by the way, but it's gonna let me know exactly what quarterbacks Brian Daboll has as far as a developer. Now, look, we have Josh Allen, 20, that's the huge one, right? Daniel Jones. But can you really say that?
I mean, he did have an MVP like year though, that one season with him. Now, granted, I believe there were some coaching changes, some other changes, like blocking scheme and some personnel changes on that O-line, which may have also deterred his play the following year. But we see it like Daniel Jones can be a bit inconsistent, but with proper coaching, bro, he could be balling. Look what he did this season in Indianapolis, for example.
This is my only thing. This is my only issue. Out of all these guys, none of them are like Fernando Mendoza's ink. You get what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers run. These motherfuckers run around. Now, this is the thing. None of them were the prospect that Mendoza is, right? Josh, and as much as you like Josh Allen, be real with yourself now. As much, because you don't really like Josh Allen. That's the thing. But the only thing is this: as much as maybe you're like, maybe Fernando's not this, the prospect of Fernando is a better prospect than Josh Allen coming out of Wyoming.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. He definitely, if you're assessing both players coming out of college, I'd say Fernando's definitely more pro ready. Like he already more crisp with
100%.
his, and also he more fundamentally sound.
100%, because
He a lot more fundamentally sound.
Josh Allen, Wyoming, like we said it, bro. He was wild. But shout out real quick, our guy LS in the building. He said Davis isn't my first choice, but if a 31-year-old non-coordinator has made enough of an impression for Spy Tech to risk his job on, and Brady to risk his reputation on, hire him. Scared money don't make money. Agreed. I mean, that is agreed, real, bro. This is big. You're right, LS. 100%, bro.
And that's real, bro, because we say that every offseason. Remember, bro, we talk about this, like we have, besides when we talk on show, live on camera, we have conversations too, bro, and we be talking about it where it's like, bro, they need to just be real with themselves and just scared money don't make no money, whether it be with a head coach, with a quarterback. Like for the last couple of seasons, we've been saying we need to draft a quarterback. We need to draft a quarterback in the first round. Now, originally, this wasn't my ideal situation. I didn't think it was going to end up being Fernando. I was expecting other guys, obviously, to declare as well. But
right, of
course, it happens. He's more than likely going to be the guy, and I'm okay with that. Like I don't hate the pick. You get me? It's not exactly what I was envisioning, but I mean, it's still something that I was asking for, in a way. So when a head coach, we've been saying we need a young offensive-minded head coach in this building. We need somebody.
Now I do see that real quick. Now I don't even mean to cut you off, but I do see, Daboll worked with Tom, of course, right? So if you want to talk about quarterbacks that maybe look like Fernando, that play like Fernando, Tom, he's worked with Alex Smith, right? He's worked with Alex Smith, Chad Henne.
Now I know I'm a little bit more high on Alex Smith than you were. Like I actually liked Alex Smith.
No, I went back. No, Alex, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. You feel what I'm saying? He was the tight ends coach, though. Chad Henne, he was the OC. Now this is an interesting one because this is a comparison I've heard. But Brady Quinn, he's worked with Brady Quinn, and I've heard motherfuckers say that Fernando's Brady Quinn, which I don't
know about that one. Yeah, I don't agree
with it all.
Yeah. I don't know if Brady Quinn was all there pre-snap like that.
No. Fuck no. Now he in college, right? We got Jalen Hurts and we got Tua. So he can work with Fernando. Daboll can do it. It just scared me because there's two recent quarterbacks he really liked are Cam and Jackson Dart.
I mean, I like both those quarterbacks, bro. Like that's why I'm like I kind of see where he at with it, bro. Where it's like he could work with obviously like a pocket passer type quarterback, but also if you could get you a dual threat, I mean, shit, get you a dual threat.
Hey, but what if I kept telling you though, Mike? I kept telling you this while we've been watching Fernando film. Okay, there's more room to grow there in the mobility, bro. There's more room to grow. I think he's not hit that ceiling as a runner, right? I think now I'm not sitting here telling y'all that Fernando finna be Cuban Lamar Jackson. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying,
I just don't want to look like a baby gazelle out there on the field.
Yeah, but there's room to tighten that shit up a little bit, bro. There's room to get a little more wiggle up in there. You feel what I'm saying? There's some room. I think we can do something with that. Now, if Daboll, this makes me more confident in if they were to select Fernando as well. If Daboll is telling Tom and them, like, hey, bro, are y'all trying to pick that Fernando dude? Because I think he one of those, bro. I think if he's sitting there saying that to Tom and them, I'm gonna have more confidence in it because Daboll's track record with quarterbacks is superb.
Yeah. Now, I'll make this comparison since you brought up his name earlier that Daboll's worked with him. How would you compare Fernando's game to Daniel Jones? Like, obviously, we know they're both pocket passers, but like the mobility, where would you compare the mobility?
Daniel Jones has more mobility than Fernando. He has more mobility. I will say that he's a little bit more athletic than Fernando. When it comes to the arm, I think Fernando's got a better arm. I do. And then we ain't got to talk about no post snap, pre-snap, nothing. Like it's just post snap. He ain't got to talk about it.
No, that's real.
There's not even no news. That's not even a debate. So then at that point, if you can make Daniel Jones work, right? Like you said, you can make Daniel Jones work. He can do that with Fernando, 100%. And again, everybody, Brian Daboll resume with quarterbacks and is good, right? Head coach, no. But quarterbacks and offense,
yeah.
He's got a good resume there, bro. He's got to
really he just got Keon now on one side of the ball. Now it's a lot different when you got to oversee both sides of the ball, and it's like pretty much if your coordinators fuck up, it's all you get me. It all no matter what, it's going to trickle down to the coach.
Now, this is a good one, right? Now, real quick, before I do want to get into our DC real quick, shout out to our guy, Brave Raider in the building, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. What about Raheem Morris's DC when we hire Webb as a coach?
I wouldn't be against it.
No, wouldn't be against it. There's some other guys out there, but, I wouldn't be against it.
I'd be excited to see how he uses Jeremy Chin if we were to hypothetically bring in a Raheem Morris.
True.
I'd be excited to see how he uses him. Hey, Tanner, you funny. He said Webb could also play backup quarterback.
No, real talk. In a pinch, bro. In a pinch. I'm not mad
that's the emergency quarterback right there, bro.
I ain't mad at it, shit.
You see fucking longest yard, Burt Reynolds?
Boy,
I'm going in there.
Tell y'all what, this gonna make some of y'all mad. I put Davis Webb in before I put AOC in today.
Ooh, shit.
Today.
Hey, and fun fact, like this is where it's interesting too, because like obviously he made it to the league. I'm not gonna speak on his playing career, but
he was all right.
Hey, you know what they say though? Usually when your career ain't pan out to be a star or nothing like that, usually those are the guys that end up being good coaches because it's like.
But you heard him in the video, bro. He said, "Shit, I never thought I was gonna be a good football player, though." He said it in the video. He said, "I never thought I was gonna be a good football player." He said, "I just got better, and then here I am."
I fucked around and got in the league somehow.
Yeah. Hey, you know how it go, bro. I fucked around and got the job. The resume wasn't on.
He lied on the resume and got in.
Nah, bro. It is what it is. How do we kid? Oh, you talking about Eagles O-line coach. Now, I heard something about Brasillo now. About Brasillo. I'd bring Brasillo back. Real talk.
I'll be cool with that.
I bring Brasillo rundown. Hey, I don't care, bro. I put Davis Webb in right now. He looked like he got a little bit more mobility just from the fucking coaching video that I seen in the AOC.
Yeah, bro.
It's just from the video.
And it's crazy, bro, knowing like in college, when he played in college, bro, he was Mahomes' backup, dog. Like that's wild.
He was.
Hey, but that could also be a good thing too. Maybe he might know some tendencies about Mahomes. You get me?
For sure, maybe. But this is a hire, bro. That if we do this ain't gonna pay off until like 3 years from now.
Yeah,
it's just not.
And originally, before I thought about it, I wanted to make the comparison, but it's not exactly the same because the age range it would be the same with about McVay, but obviously he's never been a play caller. Davis Webb has never been a play caller.
Now what? Now, look, Webb, they said Webb called 2 preseason games this year. He called 2 preseason games.
I mean, it's preseason. It's usually
but that's not him. But even if he did do that, like that's not him drawing up those plays. I don't think he still got to take from Peyton, from Sean Payton playbook. All right, you still got to take from Sean Payton playbook and then maybe call it a different way. But real quick, man, I ain't got into this, but we're gonna get into it. Kubiak, is he off the table? Is Kubiak off the table?
Now it's interesting because the things that certain people have heard, the tea leaves and stuff. It seems like Clint's the favorite out of the bunch. Like that's who they'd ideally like to possibly hire. But the fact that Albert Breer and some of these guys aren't mentioning his name at all no more, it seems weird. Like I'm getting that vibe again, like Ben Johnson. But the difference is this time around, I don't think it's that he would take another head coach job. But maybe that he'd stay. Yeah, he'd stay. Like, who knows? Maybe Mike McDaniel offered him a promotion instead of just being the offensive coordinator. Now you the assistant head coach, and you get a much bigger pay raise on top of that.
That'd be the only way I can see it, bro. That's the only way I can see it, man. He's either staying or he's gonna come out here. Now, to me, bro, there's only one reason to me where he says that. It's like if you don't. Because everybody knows what this job is. You know what it is. You're rebuilding. There is no quick fix to this shit, bro.
Yeah.
There is no, hey, I'm going to do this quick and do it. No, bro. We're doing this the right way. We rebuilding. So, I don't know.
And maybe that's the reasoning for and maybe that could be the reasoning for why Davis Webb and Daboll are possibly being brought in for interviews today. Maybe to see who they want to hire as the head coach. Because what if, like this whole time we're waiting it out. We're playing the waiting game, waiting for Clint Kubiak, only for in the end he decides, you know what? I appreciate the offer, but nah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm comfortable here in Seattle. I'm gonna stay here. So you're stuck not getting Clint Kubiak. In that moment, that's where you have to figure out, okay, now what? And let's just say hypothetically you do that, you wait, and then Buffalo fucks around and hires Davis Webb. Now where you at? I mean, there's other guys on the table. I mean, you could go Daboll, which I don't know. As a head coach, I don't know if I would agree with that. Or even some of the Rams guys like LaFleur or Shula, who knows? But it's like you're gonna have to really pivot right there, and that's where it's like sometimes I said it's worth the wait, but now if he's having considerations like that, now you're really making a gamble if you wait for him or if you jump the gun and you're like, you know what, nah, Davis Webb's my guy. Like we're gonna move forward with Davis Webb as head coach. Now, chat, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think we should wait it out and see what happens, or are y'all comfortable possibly making Davis Webb the future head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders? How do you feel about that? Let me know. Honestly, I'm okay with it, but as long as you tell me that it's Daboll as the offensive coordinator. If it's Daboll as the offensive coordinator, then cool. Then we cook him. But at that point, we got to figure out if bro fucking is going to be able to pick up play calling off of Daboll. That's the part where it gets a little tricky. D Smokes, I like Turtles too. I fuck with him. Shout out to
What's
Turtles.
going on, man? What's going on? But had to bring the kid up in there, man.
Yeah, the
you already know what
honorary.
time it is. Yeah, the honorary. But what's the talk, man? What's the talk?
Yeah, I was saying like in European, I want to know your thoughts too. I asked the chat already, but I want to know your thoughts. Is it worth the wait, like weighing it out with Kubiak till the end to see like, yeah, are we gonna hire you, or are we gonna fucking just jump the gun? Because it's like, what if we do wait it out hypothetically, and he says, you know what, I'm gonna stay. Then what? Like, let's say you do that, and then Davis Webb doesn't, or he ends up taking the Buffalo job or something. Then what? Where do we go from there?
The only way that you can do this is if you fully 100% know that this man is going to be that he's fully 100% going to be your head coach. You know what I mean? If you're doing that with Kubiak. But for me personally, like if I know that he's gonna wait and I know that he's still 100% interested, I'm waiting on Kubiak. I'm waiting on Kubiak, bro.
I get that, but if I were them, just to speed up the process and make it simpler,
You do this though, for sure.
blank check.
Yep.
Blank check. If you really want Clint Kubiak that bad, bro, and you heard how Tom was speaking on the broadcast yesterday, he was getting real excited when speaking about Clint Kubiak's offense, bro. Real excited. So, in my opinion, if that's the case, if you really think that highly of him, bro, and he clearly, I thought the Rams offense was the top one. McVay's a legend, bro. But let's be real. When you think about it, man, what about going with him? You get me? If you really want to make it happen with Clint Kubiak, offer him whatever he wants, bro. Make him the highest paid, or not the highest paid, but you know whatever Ben Johnson's getting, get in that ballpark range, bro.
Yeah,
top OC, like let him be known it's serious money.
It's Kubiak for me, bro. I mean, you wait for him, do that. But at the same time, I think this is an agent war, bro. I think this is a little, hey, bro, speed it up. Like, because we're going to bring him in at the same time. Like, we'll bring him in. We bring in Davis Webb at the same time. It's more like a, hey, speed this shit up type of thing for me. You know what I mean? Speed it up. You know what I mean? Let's see if you're really serious. Because I want Kubiak. And yesterday I was sold off that game. But what really sold me, bro, was that play action at the end, bro. That rollout at the end to ice the game. I was like, yeah, that's it right there. Because that take onions, bro. That takes some nuts to do that. And at the end of the day, like, you got to trust your quarterback. And if you trust your quarterback, you don't. Now, I think Webb is going to bring ultimate trust with Fernando, and he's going to bring ultimate trust with instilling the game plan to fit around Fernando. But, you know, I like that run game for Seattle, bro. I think, especially since we spent the 6th overall pick on a running back, you got to, at the same time, think about maximizing that. You got to maximize that. You can't waste the 6 overall pick on a running back. So you got to try to bring in somebody that's going to maximize him. And if you take Fernando, maximize Fernando at the same time.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's facts. Silver and Facts brought up a great point there. Don't forget, Seattle got that Microsoft money if they want to keep Kubiak.
Yeah, they might be desperate. They might, I can see Buffalo doing Webb, bro.
I can see it in a way and also I can see a big reasoning of it being because Josh Allen probably has a big say, possibly in the decision this time around. But I don't know, man. Like I can see it definitely happening, but who knows? Maybe he takes his chance over here, knowing like he gets to really have. I feel like you get more time because if you go in with Josh Allen, they expect you to win immediately.
100%.
You come on, take on the task of drafting a rookie quarterback and helping work with his development and building the foundation of the team, then you have time. They give you time to work with that.
We already talked about Joe Brady, but I didn't get your opinion. You know me, bro. I don't like Joe Brady. That's just
yeah.
me.
I'm not really sold on Joe Brady, bro.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if he had a say really on the on choosing the players, like on the roster building, but I don't know. It's a big question mark how they went with receivers.
And Kubiak, we know he's he can work with what you give him. You know what I mean? Yeah. The comp. I'm not saying the skill shit here is the same as Seattle, but it's complimentary. He uses tight ends, and again, if he has a talent like Brock Bowers, I mean, you got to scheme that up. You got to scheme that up. So we'll see what happens, man. I know Dominique. I think he's a Davis Webb guy, so he wants Webb, but we'll see what happens, man.
Cool,
Alex says, Kubiak needs some running mates too. 100%. He's gonna need a good DC and shit like that, but he's been around the league, bro, so I think he can find a DC.
Yeah, the way I see it, bro. Let's keep it a buck, bro. People want to know who. Okay, well, what experience has he done? Obviously, he hasn't play called, but
hold on,
he's worked with some quarterbacks, bro. Davis Webb done work with some quarterbacks, so that's why I'm like, you know what? Why not, bro? Like, why not see what he could do with Fernando? Because he got fucking bum ass Bo Nix turned up over there in Denver. Look how he's been doing these last couple seasons, bro. I wasn't expecting them to do this well, even with the defense that they had.
Yeah.
But, hey,
I wasn't either. Not with. I ain't expect your boy to take that type of a leap, but I do want to play this on here, but I'm not trying to get copyright. But there's a play yesterday, and then I think everybody saw it where, he had JSN coming out the backfield, bro. He had JSN coming out the backfield.
Is there like a clip of it, maybe like trimmed? If somebody has one that's like trimmed that posted it, it should be smooth.
Let me see, because sometimes, bro, they'll try to clip you. They'll try to get you.
Oh yeah. And I don't understand it, bro, because it's not like we're doing nothing crazy. Like at the end of the day, we trying to bring more knowledge and shine more light on your brand. You feel me? Like
exactly.
More people talking about your brand, tuning in and watching more stuff on your company on this sport.
100%, man. Space Beast, tap in, man. Appreciate everybody if you tapping in. Hit the like button at the very least, man. Now look, real quick, I'll show this play. Hopefully we can.
Okay.
They don't pop me later, but okay. This play right here, bro, is crazy. Watch your boy go in motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
He ends up in the backfield. Now I start confusing people. Let's start confusing my bro. Watch how wide open he gets. Come on now. That's now JSN is a
that backer too, bro.
Yep, JSN is like that. He's that guy, but this ain't nothing JSN did. This all Kubiak.
Actually,
scheming that up, bro.
Landman right there, 53.
Yep. But that confuses them. Once you get that motion and you're mid play, bro, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck do we do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we supposed to do? So, Yeah, I think I think that was all Kubiak right there, bro. That had nothing to do with as good as JSN is. That scheme. That scheme. Why is nobody talking about Shula?
Honestly, mainly because we want an offensive minded guy. Like we want somebody that we know can work with the quarterback and is going to key in and know like what's good for the quarterback. Like more than likely, you get a defensive minded guy. He's more so going to be worried about the defense and the running game. That's more so going to be the focus with most defensive minded coaches.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I hope, I hope that we do what we're supposed to do. And at least give it due diligence. Now, if Kubiak says, hey, nah, bro, I'm staying, then there's nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. Then you got to go with the best available hires and who you think can be that guy at that point. But if he doesn't tell you that, then hey, bro, somebody got to have some backdoor conversations. Fuck all that.
Yep.
Somebody got to have some backdoor conversations, Mike, to where there's a way that they can get in contact, bro. And you can't tell me that there's no way that they can talk to this man.
They should be able to. If I'm not mistaken, I read a report that said that they were one of the only teams that could talk to him this week.
Because we already had the interview, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like if that's the case, why not just talk to him? Reach out. Like I'm sure, bro. Tom, I know you got his number. Don't bullshit.
Now, a guy that you like and a lot of people like, LaFleur, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not even getting mentioned.
Yeah. So it's sounding like he might get possibly that Arizona job, low key.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
Honestly,
like.
hey, if he do that, then I can see Kyler staying over there, and he might be able to work with Kyler and do something.
That could work. That could work.
That'd be nice.
They talking about Arizona for him, so that could be something.
Hopefully he gets the ball to fucking Marvin more. He talked to him and make sure that's the primary.
I definitely want to get this head coach thing done and over with because then we can finally figure out, what direction they might be going. If they pick Fernando, does he fit in the scheme? Shit like that, man. So I definitely want to get that going.
Yeah.
Definitely want to get that going.
Figuring out that part. Now, the other part too, though, I get it where people are like, we got to get this shit over with ASAP. I don't mind waiting either. As long as we get the right guy at the end of the day, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because either way, it's like, yeah, they got to still discuss the plan with the playbook and stuff. But it's like you still got a few months with that. And with a quarterback, you should be able to figure that out quick, especially if that's what your bread and butter is, what you're good at. You should be able to figure that out pretty quickly, in my opinion. Now,
100%.
Also, the league year don't start till March, so we don't got to worry about free agency, all that just yet. We're barely at the end of January, so as long as we get this over with by what is it, like second week or the first or second week of February, we should be smooth.
Yeah, it's just gonna take now. Spytech and them have probably already been working on the draft and doing all that. It's just now the coach gonna have to quickly get his shit set up and do things like that. But other than that, yeah, bro, like if it's the right guy, then I don't care about waiting. Care about waiting if it's the right guy. But if they feel that this dude is the guy, man, and Tom Brady and them are willing to stake their damn careers on this dude that this young,
yeah,
we'll see how it goes, bro. We will see how it goes.
Like this time around, I trust this regime to actually get it right just because one, Spytek's actually able to make decisions this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually able to make decisions this time around. And not just that, but it's not like they're at their last resort choice yet. Like all their top candidates are still on the board.
100%. 100%, man.
If they're right there, you might as well make it happen, bro, and get one of them.
Get one of them. So, real quick, man, before we end the show off, you already know what time it is, man. We're going to end it off with the last segment of the day, man, which is, hold on real quick. Man, gonna hit it with the rundown, man. Just basically silver and black ball and what we talked about, man. Hit some comments real quick, and then we gonna get up out of here, man. See what y'all talking about. LS. Imagine we hire Webb and he comes in and trades Max. There's gonna be some very unhappy fans. Hey, man, you like the one on the right? He gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah,
my boy gonna be pissed. We'll see, man. We'll see. My boy James, can we talk draft? I think Raiders should trade up in the first round, get a wide receiver. Your thoughts? Depends how the draft is falling, you know. Sometimes maybe the draft is falling a certain way. You can wait. We picked 36, so we ain't got to rush.
There might be a wide receiver we like at 36.
Exactly. We ain't got to rush. You know what I mean? Trust me. Look, the draft talk gonna get ramped up. We do everything around this show based on what the team doing. Once the team has a head coach, now we can start talking about draft a little bit more. You know what I mean? Start talking about direction. Man, Eric Raider Haters Hunter, man, in the building, man. What's going on with you, big dog? Appreciate you for tapping in. Kev said March is right around the corner. Is this true? Yeah. Gotta get to stepping.
Yeah. Shit, we gotta get through, what is it? East-West Shrine Bowl game coming up soon, and then the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, you saw Diego Pavia's measurements?
Nah.
My boy said 5'9", 209.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, 5'9", 209. Fuck no. Man, my boy Eric in the building. Ever since Kingsbury didn't OC for AP, I've been sure that coaches with better resumes would commit to coaching under Webb. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be interesting. If he gets Daboll to go under him, that's a good little feather in the cap.
That's the part that's interesting to me is, like, you would think, like, Daboll would want a head coach job. Like, do you think he would feel, like, disrespected, like, coaching under Davis Webb, or you think he'd be cool with it just because he coached David? Or did he coach Davis Webb?
I think so. I don't know.
So who knows? Maybe he might be cool with that, because obviously that's somebody that's probably under his mentorship too, in a way. So he could work with him and stuff and help, with his coaching development as well.
I don't know how he could be mad. I mean, he already had his chance.
Via Albert.
Albert Sports FA Clint Kubiak accepted second interview with Raiders February 2nd. If that's the case, I gotta see that. Who is it? I gotta see this man. Is he have a Twitter? If he has a Twitter, I'd love to pull that up.
I don't know though. February 2nd's a bit of a long time. You think? Because it's like, bro, you have all week. Really, you could pull up.
Yeah.
Wait, when's the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 9th. The 9th. Yeah. Okay. So that's before the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So they would be able to, like, agree to some shit under the table type shit.
Okay.
They'd be able to agree to some shit under the table, but they can't announce it. That's the thing. If they were to do that, they won't be able to announce anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would only be able to announce that after the Super Bowl. But
so he can't be hired already?
If they take that long, we pretty much know what's.
Yeah, so we can't just hire him already?
He can be hired. You can hire him. Like, if he goes February 2nd and he goes, they can hire him and put pen to paper. The only thing is they don't they can't announce it. They can't say anything until after the Super Bowl. So they can sign that whole shit, that everything can be like, all right, bro, like, it's official, all right, cool. But they just keep it under wraps until after the game's played.
Yeah, I get you.
So who knows what will happen there? But if they wait till after February 2nd and we're not hearing nothing, and they actually get that second interview, then it's like, you know what time it is at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. No,
I'm not even bringing it up. I'm not even bringing it up, Silver and Facts. Because if we get talking about that on here, bro, that's gonna be another hour. I'm not even gonna bring it up. All I know is the agenda.
Hey, I'm happy for him, bro. That's all I gotta say. Shout out Shador.
The agenda, bro. The agenda continues. He's a Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowler.
Hey, bro. Rookie year, Pro Bowler, bro.
Yeah. Hey, man, shout out, man. Rebel, he said we do have to worry about the staff, though. All these teams got their head coaches, and they're going to take the best OC and DCs available. Still some guys on the board, bro. I saw Wink Martindale out there. Saw Raheem Morris.
Hey, that's the question. Cool Kev go ahead, my fault. What
happened?
Yeah, Cool Kev. He said Kubiak keep Gino to come to Vegas.
No. Yeah, that's the first cut. That's the first fucking cut. Hell no.
Yeah, because that'd be awkward, bro. I feel like there might be a little tension there.
Nah, yeah, you can't do that. I don't think you can do that. Let me see, man. He said Pro Bowl to Pooh Bowl. West Philly Black, man. He said Mike Tomlin would be an excellent coach for the Raiders. Nah, that's not where we at right now, bro.
No.
We not there. We
Shit.
trying to go young offensive while the rest of our head coaches are older. That's what we trying to do.
Now, if you told me we had like a vet, like a Lamar Jackson or some shit, maybe that makes sense because they're in that timeline. A vet with a vet,
Right.
I don't know if a vet. I wouldn't trust a vet coach with a rookie, especially when that I don't know him to exactly develop any rookie quarterbacks ever.
Right, and we shit, and then you could be like,
The
who is
defensive
Davis
minded.
Webb developed, or you can't say it about Daboll though. Daboll's done that. You can say who is Kubiak developed, whatever the case, but they're actually they're on the offensive side, so it's like, and then with Webb, you can kind of say he's developed Bo Nix. You can say shit like that.
Thanks.
Yep, do that. My boy, man, Fonz in the building. Clint Kubiak all day. He can make Sam Darnold look like an MVP. Again, if he can make Sam Darnold look like that, then Fernando should be able to thrive.
I feel like people gotta like chill on the Sam Darnold disrespect though. He a good quarterback, bro. There's a reason why he was drafted in the first round. Like he's a solid quarterback in the NFL. Now, coaching. One thing I'll say with all quarterbacks, even if you're an elite guy, coaching matters.
100%.
Coaching matters. So it was a bad situation. Look, let's be real. He got drafted by the fucking Jets. Look what happens to every single quarterback that goes to the Jets. They had fucking Aaron Rodgers looking bad, bro.
Again, but I still think now I'm not again. You know what I mean? Not saying disrespect, but again, your boy, if he can do that with Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold has first round talent, I can believe that he can do that with Kubiak.
Yeah,
I mean not Kubiak. He can do that with Fernando.
And I would say like that's another pocket passer guy, not 100%. Another pocket passer, game manager type profile quarterback. Now Fernando a bit more mobile in my opinion, but you get me. It's similar in that sense. So it's like I feel like if he could make it work with, like you said, with Sam Darnold, it could definitely work with a Fernando Mendoza as well.
Yeah. If you can do it with Sam Darnold, you can do it with Derek Carr, with the Saints. I think you should be able to do it with Fernando Mendoza. Deuce Gruden is the only coach that should be keeping his job. Keep it honest with you. Will Deuce Gruden and his medium shirt survive another regime?
I think so.
Let's hope we don't have injury issues like that.
Yeah, we don't have no crazy injury issues like that, honestly. Now the ones with the O lineman and stuff like those shit like that happens. People get rolled up on and shit like that. It happens. That's out of your control.
Yep, my boy Alec. Yep, many DC candidates still out there in the mix. 100%. A lot of guys still out there, so no need to panic, man.
Yeah, but how would that work though? If we bring in a defensive coordinator, wouldn't that mean they would have to more than likely become the assistant head coach or something like that? Because they're a lot, or are you saying like dudes that are unemployed currently? Like because a lot of these DC candidates,
dudes that are unemployed,
DC candidates, I'm looking at as like Shula stuff like that, but it's like they're not leaving their job.
No, like Morris or there's the dude Leonhard from the Broncos that everybody been talking about that Webb could get and he can bring over here. So that's another guy.
I'll bring up another name that's a possibility. Leslie Frazier.
Leslie Frazier. That's one. There's guys available. You know what I mean? There's guys available. And guys have been around. We just got to see what the Raiders do. Now, y'all stick around, bro. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Been a great stream. You already know what time it is. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're feeling what you're hearing, right? If the Raiders end up making a hiring tonight, you will see us again. And we will go live and we will discuss it and we will break it down. But if the Raiders end up waiting, you know what it is, man. So make sure you guys end up tapping in, hitting all them buttons, man. You got any shows coming up you want to let them know about?
Yeah. On Wednesday, actually, I got a very special guest on BTB Wednesday, 7 p.m. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, Machiavelli24, if you want to see that content and tune in for that episode. That regarding that special guest, all I'm gonna say is this one's been a bit overdue on the show. It's a member of the family, but it's a bit overdue. Y'all make sure to tune in for this one.
100%.
Should be a good one.
That's gonna be fine. That is going to be fire. As for me, man, I think we are going to have a State of the Nation with our boy Cheeto tomorrow morning. So stay tuned. And if you can hit us for a morning stream, make sure you guys tap in. Until then, you know what it is and what I always say, man. I keep it authentic here from the clouds to the ground on the Radio Rundown, man. We're going to tap in next time, man. Peace.